Hello everyone, this is Dr. Cui. So in this video, I'd like to talk about another commonly asked question. So actually, sometimes it's the interviewer want to know that if we can if we have any negative experience and how can we deal with those experiences. So they will ask us something like this. Tell me a situation in my school when you were embarrassed or things didn't go as planned. So as I mentioned, this kind of question belongs to the negative questions. And you can, so actually, as I mentioned, every coin has two sides. Don't be panic by being asked by this kind of question. We can always use it to address our red flags and also to give the interviewer more information about ourselves. How can so the key is focus on your resolution instead of for those negative experience. You don't want to spend too much time talking about your failure, your negative experience. You want to spend more time on how do you fight, how did you fight it back, how do you resolve those um, uh, problems. So that's the key. And always add a reflection, what do you learn from this experience? And let the interviewer know that you finally you improved yourself by solving the problem. So here I will give you an example of mine. So let's get started. Okay, Dr. Cui, can you share me some of your experience that you plans some negative experience in your life? Yeah, of course. So you know that when I was a medical student, um, actually, I remember that's the first time I went to the dermatology department, and my attending wanted me to draw the blood from the patient. Although I practiced a lot of times when I was in the medical school, but still, this is my first time to draw the blood from the real patient. So actually, I was very nervous, um, and unfortunately, I failed three times by drawing the blood from the same patient, and patient. So a patient complained and asked for the nurse to draw the blood. So actually, I felt very frustrated. So after going home, I watched the I watched the videos and learn how to do it again. And also I read the textbook, very pay attention to the details. And then in the same night, I went to the hospital and then used the needle to draw my own blood and practice by myself. And after after the whole night, I felt very confident. And then the next morning, I went to the hospital and uh, and draw the blood from another patient, and I succeed. Actually, in this experience, I learned how to handle. I learned how to handle the stress. So whenever people question me, I actually and I always try my best to tell myself that I can do it. And whenever I have a negative experience, I will always try to tell myself, don't be afraid of that, and try your best to handle it, and learn how to solve the problem, and try your best to improve myself. So that's what I learned from this experience. So you say that in this answer, I give the interviewer example that cannot, I didn't draw the blood from patient successfully the first time. And then after going home, I learned how to do it. And I learned how to improve myself, and I use my own arms and draw the blood, and I succeed, and then I get more confident. And so, and then in the next day, I draw the blood from patient successfully. So actually, it's a perfect story for me. And also I add a reflection of what I learned from this experience, no matter no matter what kind of problem it is, and no matter how people question me, always bear in mind that try to find a way to solve the problem instead of just emerged in the frustration stuff. So that's what I learned during this experience. So I hope it's also it will be helpful on your answer for the interview. So good luck.